Hazrat Imam Hatib al-Harzemi narrates, when Imam al-Azam was a child, the king of the Greeks sends an ambassador to the caliph with a large amount of goods and says, gather your scholars, we will ask you 3 things. If you answer, we will give you a fortune in wealth. If your scholars cannot give you these answers, we will demand tribute and taxes from you. Of course, the Greeks were powerful at that time. There were no conquests yet. There was Byzantium. There was everything in those times. Whose time? Even Hazrat Imam Azam was a child. That old history. He comes to the scholars. No scholar can give a convincing answer. When no one could answer, Imam al-Azam was there with his father, and his father was present in that assembly. He says to his father, to answer this question, tell the scholars that I am a child. Let them give me permission, and I will answer him. He will answer. Now, when they look at him, they say to the Rum, should he answer you? He says, am I going to ask you a question? Of course, Rum is surprised because he is a child. Such old people couldn't answer. He says, yes, you're going to ask me what's wrong. Let me ask you, he said. Is that the way to ask? He says, and the Rum says to him, why? You are asking from up there, he says. If I'm going to answer, I have to go up there, he says. He says, you go down. He says, I'll get on the pulpit. He says, the questioner is at the bottom. I am the answering authority. Ram comes down. Abu Hanifa radiallahu ta'ala an. He says, ask me. First question, what was there before Allah? Abu Hanifa says, radiallahu an. Do you know the number? He says, number. He says, would I not know? What is Vahid? He says, Vahid means 1. Is there anything before it? He says, no, 0, he says. It starts with 1, he says. Well, this one is figurative, literal. It became 1 only because you said 1. It didn't exist before someone found it. If you say that there is nothing before what you figuratively call 1 by saying it literally, what can be before Allah, whom we call the real one, he says. He is convinced. You say there is nothing before 1. There is nothing before 1, literally nothing. How can it be? We say there is a real Allah. How can there be anything before him then? Well, he says, what is the Vechi? I mean the Jamal of Allah. In which direction, that is, which way is Allah? Just like the Wahhabis say, he is in the sky above. Hasha, Imam al-Azam said, when you light the lamp, it is the time of the lamp, the candle lantern. When you light the lamp, where does the direction of the light point? He said. Yeah, it is light. It covers 4 directions, he says. Well, this is a metaphorical light, a light that burns when I light it and goes out when I blow it out. You cannot say the front is here, the back is here. You cannot say the face. You cannot say the direction. What about the one who created the heavens and the earth, who created the sun and the moon and all the lights out of nothing? The sun does not go out. The moon does not stop. This permanent, perpetual, so many blessings. In other words, he says, how can Allah, who created so many divine lights, have a direction? The light that goes out when he blows has no direction. It lights up everywhere like this. You cannot find the direction of it. He says, how can Mawla have a direction? He is the one who created the lights, he says. Well, he says there is one more thing left. What is it? He says, what is Allah busy with right now? He says, he sent him down while a man like you, who has no knowledge and faith about Allah, was on the pulpit. He's saying, even if I am a child or a person like me who knows Allah well, look, I am here and you are there. He says, this is what he is doing right now. At every moment, Mawla is in a state, raising and lowering. He said, I am convinced. He left the money with them and went back to his hometown.